This video is sponsored by Rhinoshield.
What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and today we're going to be spending a real day in the life with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now, as you can see, my boy Austin over there in the back, we had to take him to a doctor's appointment this morning. Yeah, buddy. It's pretty far out, so we've got quite a trek ahead of us. There's some traffic. It is currently 8:47 a.m., but we got a 2-hour and 17-minute drive ahead of us to get back home. I won't be using my GPS on the phone to do that trip because that'll kill the battery in no time. But I do want to let you guys know what you're seeing right now is actually the video and audio quality directly from the phone itself using the front-facing camera. But we're going to be spending a day with the phone, testing out all the cool features, everything you want to know about this phone. We will put through its paces in the real world. Austin, you ready to go?
He's looking at a car at the moment.
All right, so now we got some rear camera action. So Austin's about to get changed really quickly, and we are about to get some fuel before we head back on the road to go home. Let's get some grub. We're back, guys. I'm breaking my own rule of no eating in the car because I got to fuel up for this trip. But thankfully, the time to get home went down. Instead of 2 hours and 17 minutes, it's an hour and 52. So that's better. All right, guys, so we are finally back. Austin, how was that, buddy? That was a long trip, huh? He's being a little shy today. So let's finally get on with this real day in the life. I gotta take off this case, huh, Jay?
You're being rough on this thing? Okay.
You know, until we shoot this video, I'm putting a case on. Ah, thank you. All right, you guys. So, you know, it's a real day in the lifetime. So we gotta, unfortunately, drop the case. Cause, you know, we gotta get an actual feel for the device all by itself, like it's straight up from the store. But I've actually been using Rhinoshield's solid suitcase for the 13 Pro Max with the carbon fiber finish. And I like Rhinoshield because they make extremely protective cases while still keeping a sleek form factor. And they even offer a ton of awesome designs and customizations. Obviously, they've already got iPhone 13 gear, so if you need to pick something up for your new phone, they've got you covered. And they've got some dope collabs with big names like the NBA, NASA, League of Legends, and a bunch more. If you pick up one of their Mod NX cases, you can even change the backplate or rock it as a bumper, and you can customize it even more with various colored rims or interchangeable buttons. And they've got hundreds of cool in-house designs that you can choose from on their site, or you can even design your own case with photos, your name, or simple text, whatever matches your vibe. And if you want, you can even get a matching case for your Apple Watch or AirPods. And if you throw on the 3D Impact screen protector, you won't have to worry about breaking your phone like I did with a certain screen protector phone case combo that will not be mentioned. And Rhinoshield ships worldwide and has a lifetime free replacement warranty, and it even covers all the iPhone models and even some mid-range and flagship Android devices. So if you guys wanna pick up some gear, check the links down below in the description and use the code UrAvg if you wanna save 20% off the first week of this video and 10% off after that. So definitely check those links out down below. All right, so finally, let's talk about the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Don't mind the setup behind me. It's a mess, cables everywhere. We're redoing all of down here. You'll see a video on it, don't worry. But the iPhone 13 Pro Max, it looks just like last year's model, which I'm not mad at. I actually don't mind when Apple reuses a really good design. I don't think they need to switch this up. Last year I said it, I thought that was the best looking iPhone Apple has ever made. So I'm not mad that they kept the same look, although I am kind of mad they switched the color. This is the new Sierra Blue. So this is the one that replaces the Pacific Blue that we saw last year. And in terms of other changes, so we've got bigger camera lenses. So we're gonna talk about that. And the only other physical change is the notch. The notch is actually 20% smaller, and you'd be surprised at how much smaller it actually is when we're using it. Carl,
Yes?
let me see iPhone real quick, man. Nice Rhinoshield case.
Thank you.
Oh, dang, Carl, your screen protector is jacked.
You have another one there.
I mean, we'll talk to Rhinoshield. Nah, but all jokes aside, guys, look over here. You guys can see the difference between the two notches. Don't mind Carl's jacked up screen protector. You see they both start the same at the bottom. You see how much longer it is? Are you seeing that, Jay? 20% doesn't sound like much, until you're actually holding it in your hand, and then you kind of like, oh, nah, it's smaller for sure. All right, Carl, here you go. I'm putting it on one-handed. What you look at that? Professional. Now the notch is ever so slightly longer. Listen, I saw a tweet that said it kind of goes into content. Let's see if I'd notice it. So our videos are 18:9, right? Oh wait, hold on.
I don't see it.
No, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I mean, let's try out the macro lens, Jay. Nah, Jay. Nah, it's not there. I don't know what that tweet was about. But yeah, this Pro Max still feels like the very premium device that we saw last year. Stainless steel sides that are complete fingerprint magnets. You get fingerprints on this super, super easily. I always have a case on, so I don't really care.
Do you have a screen protector?
I don't have a screen protector on either right now, Jay. I'm freaking out.
I'm worried.
Cause you know, man, if I get one scratch on this screen, I'm gonna lose it. You know, lately, I used to be so good at keeping my phone in my hand, but lately, yeah. Thankfully though, with the 13 Pro Max, these stainless steel sides are actually really comfortable to hold. They add some grip to it. So with the stainless steel, definitely a comfortable phone to hold in the hand. I just would not want to drop this. So while the 13 Pro Max feels very familiar, there are quite a few differences when it comes to actually using it. Biggest being the camera features, the battery, and the new ProMotion display. So let's talk about this ProMotion for a second, you guys. So ProMotion basically will have the phone running at different refresh rates. Basically, it's going to be a lot smoother as you're navigating through the phone. And I'm talking about things like jumping into folders, going through menu options. All this looks a lot smoother. Now, is it noticeable? Jay, what are your thoughts?
To my eye, yeah.
As soon as Jay started navigating through the phone, blew his mind. He put his pre-order in, he couldn't wait. Now, if you're someone who's already been used to that 120 hertz life, chances are you probably won't see the big deal. But if you're coming from a previous generation of the iPhone, you'll probably notice it immediately. Now, you'll also be able to take advantage of the higher refresh rate in things like gaming. So if you have certain games that can run at higher refresh rates, it should be able to take advantage of up to 120 hertz. A lot of the games that I've been playing kind of cap out at 60. So I haven't quite seen the 120 hertz in action yet. I'm still looking for games that kind of do that. Jay, you know what game does have 120 on other phones? Injustice? All right, let's give that a shot.
Now, we did end up trying Injustice 2, and while it does look like it has some pretty decent frames, I wasn't 100% sure it was taking full advantage of what the new iPhones are capable of, but I did end up finding a game called Alto's Odyssey through Apple Arcade, and that seemed to be way smoother than any of the other games, so it was definitely pushing a much higher frame rate, and it looked really clean. I think as these phones get into more developers' hands and they start coding for it, we'll see even more games take advantage of these higher refresh rates, and it is going to be awesome to play games that look this smooth. So for me, ProMotion is really exciting. We all know that the iPhone performs very well and is capable of just about anything, but when you add that higher refresh rate so things just look snappier and smoother with all that power, it is a really, really great experience. Now, something else that may seem minor to most, but is actually a great experience, is those cameras.
All right, guys, so we got our boy Austin over here. As you can tell, he's been eating. I think this,
Has he been eating?
I think so. Oh, you saying because everything's all over him, right? He's proud of his work, right, Austin? No, you're not? Okay, well, I was trying to help you out. Either way, we're gonna see. He looks perfect for a photo right now. Austin, can I take some pictures of you? Oh, he's like, I'm not sure about that, bro. That makes me feel weird. I'm gonna take some pictures of Austin, though. Why are you blinking like that, man? What's going on?
He was looking at doing that.
But he's laughing. Oh, man. Oh, these. Okay, I gotta say, these pictures. Hey, don't touch the phone with your dirty hands. You crazy? Oh, these. Hey, cut it out. I'm trying to give my analysis. Very funny. These pictures are actually really, really clean looking, very sharp, lots of detail when you zoom in. Yeah, buddy, you want to judge it too? Who's that? Is that Austin? It's cool. I mean, come on. Video over, right? He says it's cool. Ew, I have carrots on my finger, how? But no, there's a lot of detail here. What I like is when you zoom in, the lighting situation here is just okay. We're just using some house lighting. It's not like we're outdoors or anything, but it's still keeping everything really sharp, and it's also handling the noise really well. Here we weren't using any special modes, so we're not using any of the photographic styles. Wait, are you taking him away?
Yes, you know you're shouting mama, mama over and over.
He's my subject. All right, so we're losing our subject over here. We'll use Carl. Let's go use Carl. He's not as cute as my kid, but it's fine, he's cool.
He's my little cousin, so I'm not.
You should just have a video of him washing his hands.
Ooh, you know what? Forget Carl. Ari's right. Let's do a cinematic mode video. We're gonna do a cinematic video of Austin washing his hands. All right, buddy. You ready to wash your hands? All right, let's do this. Let's show the world what you can do. Whoops. Let's get some soap on those hands. You gotta put your hands out like this. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, let me give it to you. You ready to rinse? Let's get, you still got some soap on there, so let's get it all the way in. Yeah, there you go. All right, now, take a piece of tissue. Here you go. Wipe your hands up. Yeah. Oh, you giving it to Jay? Jay doesn't need that.
Hey, wipe your mouth. There you go.
And now you're gonna give it to Jay.
He laughed.
Austin, hey, can you just focus on your dad for a second? Or you can look at Jay, whichever, that's fine.
He's out.
He's gone. We lost him. Okay, guys, so let's see what this cinematic mode looks like. Let's see, we got our guy Austin over here. Is that thunder? Oh, look at the rain, Jay.
You should do the cinematic mode outside.
Yeah, it'd be nice and dramatic, right?
Cinematic.
But let's see what we got over here. Let's see what Jay captured. Austin's face nice and focused, then it goes to me as he looked away.
Here it kind of.
It's like it's hunting all over a little
Yeah,
bit.
because I was
right?
trying to tap and it was trying to get focused.
So you were tapping during these points?
Yeah, I was tapping because no face was showing us.
Got it, I get that. This is actually pretty good, look at this. So when he's wiping his face, so he's trying to give you the napkin, it's on him, it looks good. And then I get into the frame and then it goes into me. Then it goes back to Austin as I like put my head down a little bit. So this is a pretty interesting feature. It seems to be doing a pretty decent job when it's with its selection process on what should be in focus at the time. So sometimes Jay would tap to make sure we got what we wanted in focus, but there's a pretty cool feature here where it allows you to actually select the focus point after you've shot the video.
Oh.
So check this out. Even though the focus is here, I can tap my face afterwards, and that could be the focus point in the video. That is mind-blowing stuff. Like pro-grade cameras, like what we're shooting on right now, even some of our more high-end cameras, don't have the ability to do that. It's absolutely mind-blowing stuff here. Let's see, can we make this hand be in focus instead of, oh yeah.
Yeah?
So this is really cool. We can take any moment in the video and find a different location to have as the focus point. It's cool because this is something that pros would use, somebody who's really into video. I think your standard person isn't going to use these features where you're changing focus and all that. But if you just wanted to take a nice video with a blurry looking background so it could look like really high end, you have access to cinematic mode. But I do think that the professionals, while it's not going to work perfectly, I don't think on the first try, I think it's gonna require some practice and probably some good situations, some choreographed stuff sometimes. I do think being able to go in post and make changes kind of makes up for the fact that it won't always get things right on the first try. This is legitimately cool stuff. And what's even crazier is the fact that it is gonna be on every single iPhone model. So that's really cool stuff. Austin, what are your thoughts? You think that's cool? Why are you squinting again? Every time I interact with you, start squinting. You think I'm ugly? You don't wanna look at me? All right, buddy, let's get a quick selfie in. Say cheese. Hey, Cookie, you wanna get a selfie too? Come here, mama. Everybody look at the camera. Come here, mama. Come here, Austin, say cheese. Cookie, come here. Come in the shot. All right, it's too hard to get. But we got some decent shots though. Now the front facing camera didn't get much in terms of updates, but of course, you know, with new software, there are gonna be tweaks, better quality. The highlights look really bright. Aw, you're hugging Jay.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Now you remember Jay, right? Yeah. Go get milk, Pop. Mama has some milk, okay? Oh, Pop, go get some milk. Mama has some milk. Now, I have been noticing that some of my shots, you know, they're HDR shots, and you can see the highlights are really bright. Now, this is not something I don't think anyone is gonna really complain about unless it's just overtaking the photo. I'm not super crazy about it, but it can lead to a really cool shot like what we have right here. You like that, right? Yeah, you know, Jay, you know. And right now, guys, it's 5:31 in the afternoon. We've got 42% left, and we've got 4 hours and 50 minutes of screen on time. That's insane.
Wait, so are we looking at 7 hours on the screen?
We're probably gonna hit about like at least 7 hours with 42% left. That's actually really impressive. This is the best the battery has done for me so far. I haven't quite hit these numbers before. I've been hitting around the 5 and 6 hour mark. But I don't know what's going on today. This thing's got extra juice, so I'm not mad at it.
And check this, guys. I actually ended the day with 8 hours and 14 minutes of screen on time, which is something that I've never achieved with any other smartphone ever. And I didn't do anything special. And that's actually been the trend for me with every day that I've had the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And I start my day really early between 5 and 6 o'clock because of my boy Austin. And I don't have to charge the phone not once until I'm putting my head on my pillow. That is crazy to me because I'm somebody that games a lot. I'm on social media a lot. I'm doing tons of things on my phone and some pretty power intensive things. And I just don't kill it throughout the day, and it's been awesome. So when Apple claims that this is the best battery that they've ever had on an iPhone, I 100% agree. Apple also claims that this is the biggest camera improvement that they've ever had on an iPhone, and that's something I also agree with. We've seen a lot of cool features come to the iPhone, things that really push the envelope with like portrait mode back in the day, cinematic mode, which is not brand new to the smartphone world, but new to Apple. And I think they've done a really good job. And we even got cool features like macro mode. So if you want to bring your phone really close to a subject, you can get some awesome shots. It's like having a microscope in your pocket. I thought coming from the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I wasn't gonna see much of a difference in terms of camera performance. But what really shines here is the low light photography and video. These new lenses take in just way more light, especially the ultra wide. The ultra wide to me was not really usable indoors, but I've been able to get some great looking shots off without a ton of noise. Now, what are my thoughts? Should people actually pick up the iPhone 13 Pro Max? I personally think that this design, you guys have heard me say it before, I love this design. I love the performance on this. The cameras are amazing. Overall, it's a really good package. Me personally, as somebody who loves tech and who could appreciate the new features on the 13 Pro Max, I think I'd jump ship from any previous iPhone to this one. But if you're just like the average person who maybe wants a big phone, who doesn't really care about all of the fancy features, if you're coming from something like the 12 Pro Max, you might not need to upgrade. If you're coming from anything prior to that though, I think it's a safe bet to make the jump. Honestly, on battery alone, I think this phone is completely worth it. Not to mention the amount of storage you can get, all the way up to 1 terabyte, which is crazy. This phone definitely gets a big thumbs up from your boy. But hopefully this video helped. I'm gonna be covering all the other iPhones as well, so definitely stay tuned to the channel for that. I'm extremely happy with this phone, and it is obviously going to be my daily driver, right alongside my Galaxy S21 Ultra. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be the cool guy or girl that gives this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more iPhone content coming soon. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.